and yes. Thrive Nation, we are in the air everywhere. In Clay Stairs, I'm excited to interview one of your longtime clients here because his first name is Doug and his last name was Yarholar. And Yarholar was the name of the girl I dated in high school.
Get out.
I'm just kidding.
Get out.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to have some sort of false rapport building tie-in. Doug Yarholar, welcome on to the Thrivetime show. How are you, sir?
Doing well. How are you guys? I feel like I'm on a dating show here.
I know. It feels that way.
I'm going to tell you, your hair looks great today, by the way.
Okay, so
Hey,
I want to get into the difficult questions first. How long have you known Clay Stairs approximately?
March of 2018 was when we started. He started as my business coach. Saw him in it's more or less a class that he taught a lesson. And it just, it struck me. He kind of put a vision out there of where I wanted to be. And we hired him about a month later.
And how much have you grown since the time you started working with Clay Stairs approximately 5 years ago?
I feel like I became an adult or almost an adult.
You walked him through puberty.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
we
just
came through puberty together. It was a great time.
Yeah, it's great. Felt like a kid, in management term, had, bought a company 2 or 3 years prior. And so just over that time, really feel like just a lot of growth, maturity. So
and I'm not
spiritually, all of it.
And I'm not asking for the financial number, but just so our listeners can have a little context there. As far as maybe a percentage growth in terms of the revenue of the business, is there kind of a percentage? I mean, did you decrease by 45%? Did you grow a little bit? Or did that go?
I would say we were a $6 million construction company, and now we're a 9 or 10. So
Wow.
Just the new math would be 67%.
Now, my final question I have for you, then I'm going to let Clay Stairs interrogate you, is you
Sure.
guys worked together for a long time, and I know you're a real person, but for people out there that want to verify that you are not a hologram, what is your website there, sir? Where can people go to find your company?
Sure. Metal Roof Contractors, OK.com.
Okay, so I'm going to pull it up here. Metal Roof, let's see here, Metal Roof Contractors, OK.com.
Okay.
Well, he's not. He's a real deal. He's not a hologram. I've met him in person. Now, Stairs, you work with this guy every single week as a consultant, as a coach. You and Sean have worked with Doug there, and I'd love to get your thoughts on just what that relationship's been like there.
Yeah, Doug has become even, I would say, a good friend as well, and I really enjoyed one of the high points of the week when he and I get together. But Doug, if I remember correctly, I was going back and reading some of those early day notes from some of our coaching sessions. And as we started up, I remember you were very unhappy with all of your branding when it came to systems for managing, systems for marketing, systems for sales. It was just non-existing. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, just preparation for the phone call, looking back at the notes, it was kind of depressing. But yeah, I think young, naive, kind of had a vision, just didn't know how to get there. But yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah. And then I remember even though you may have been young and naive, your website was ranking really well at the time. So we didn't even touch your current website, but we created a new website. And I think it's been maybe about a year or so now that now you're number 1 and number 2 for metal roof contractors in Oklahoma with both of your websites. And how would you say getting all the reviews that you have, you're now the highest and most reviewed in Oklahoma. How would you say those reviews and that website, that converting website, how would you say that's helped you in your company to get that phone to ring?
Tremendously. And I think what's important to remember too is it's not only sales. I think part of the reason we are where we're at now is we've got a great team, And the hiring system that we've learned from you guys is just as important for us to keep our reputation. And every interview we have, we get to kind of our last step, and there's a discussion of hey, I've seen you guys, I've looked over your website, and your reviews are awesome. I'd love to work here. So I think there's also some pride here with our current employees that know that these are real, genuine people that appreciate the work that we do. So I think that's another aspect that nobody ever thinks about. And I think all the steps, it's not just one piece. It's not just the marketing, just the reviews. It's all of it together. That, once you get them going, it doesn't take much maintenance. You guys are writing the content. But that's, we get leads from it. It's great. And in our business, a lot of our business is repeat. So 60-70%. So we're just looking to turn one phone call into even a little job. And then we're hoping to get a customer for life.
Now, Sean, I want to go to you in just a second for any questions you may have for Doug, but I wanted just to tee up this idea. I'm going to pull up the screen so people can see this. When a lot of times people look up, clients that we've coached or we've helped them through success, I get a lot of questions where it's like, what's the one thing they did to grow? So I'm just going to hammer home what Doug said. Papa Gallo's is a pizzeria. They're based in Satellite Beach, Florida. And, if they were to tell you, if people ask them, because people do call them, they say, I would like to see what's the one thing that Clay Clark or Clay Stairs taught you. And what they say a lot of times, they'll say, well, we had to do the marketing to get leads. Then we had to improve the branding so that way people wouldn't reject us when they found us. Then we had to fix the menu. Then we had to fix the pricing. Then we had to learn a hiring system. Then we had to fix our accounting. Then we had to fix the legal aspects of our company. Yeah. Then we needed to build all the checklists and processes. And then we needed to scale it. So when you see a company like Papa Gallo's that's grown 8 times larger than when we first met them, was it the conference where Clay Stairs spoke? Was it the website? Was it the print piece? Was it the marketing? It's all of it working together. Yeah. And that's why I really love working with you and our team working with you. And I hear great things is because you understand that idea. And if you're out there today, you just got to understand that it's implementing an entire system that creates that success. And so Sean's had the opportunity to work with you on that. Sean, what say you?
Well, one of the best things that happened with Doug and Clay Stairs together is they were able to, ahead of me working with another client who's in the same boat as Doug, they were able to transition out of doing so much bid work and actually get some private clients. So they weren't completely dependent upon those government jobs or lower percentage of profit and whatnot. So, I mean, I would just say, what were the biggest challenges and kind of pushback things that you had as we were trying to help you make that transition?
I think it's just kind of part of our industry, commercial construction, and I'm sure you guys see it. Everybody says that. So, I think even the class that I was in, kind of the guys talking around, it's like, well, I mean, how are you going to get out of bid work? That's how you got to make a living. And for us, we're in a niche market, so the bid work isn't necessarily race to the bottom. I mean, it's good for us, but being in a niche market, you're going to have good years, you're going to have down years. And for me, I'm a control freak. And if I can't control that workflow, then, I just can't be in that position. And so having the private sales, having a system, something to rely on, I think of it as a volume button. And that's what Clay had kind of talked about is it's a volume, if you can see the gap coming up or the slowdown, it's time to turn up the volume. And just having those tools available, you don't get to where you feel paralyzed, like you're just waiting on the phone to ring. It gives you the tools to do it yourself.
That was a huge step. I remember as you and I were talking early on, you were saying, Clay, right now, if I'm not mistaken, it was like maybe 90%, 100% of your business was bid work. And that was one of the things that you were wanting to change in the company. And where are we now with your bid work versus private work? What are the percentages?
Well, it fluctuates every year. I'd say in general, we're probably 70% bid work, 30% private, which is awesome for us. This year, for about the last 6 months, the bid market has been down. And we're 50-50. And, looking back here at some of our goals, we're right on target for a $10 million year. So,
Wow.
Yes.
really, really rewarding, in a 4 or 5 years ago, it'd just be one of those things where you say, well, it's a down year. And to have the ability to, really turn up the volume and get out there and do it ourselves really gives us a lot of freedom.
Now, Stairs, I want to bring this up here. One of the things we do with our business model, I encourage everybody out there, if you have a business, you should also employ this idea. You want to make a profit, but you also don't want to gouge customers. So when we work with coaching clients, it's a flat fee. So the client knows, hey, it's going to be X amount of dollars per month. It's going to be $1,700 a month per month, or whatever the fee is, a flat rate. And there's not all these other little fees going in there. And what I tell people all the time is, for less money than it costs to hire a minimum wage employee, right, you're able to have a consultant to help you, and then a team behind the scenes to help you implement website edits, print pieces, help you on the accounting, the workflow, whatever. I'd love to get your thoughts on this there, Doug, and I'll go back to Clay Stairs. What are your thoughts on knowing that you have a set monthly fee and you have a weekly appointment where it's not an event, it's a weekly process, someone that every week is going to push you, hold you accountable, and be there to support you? What is that experience like, sir?
Yeah, $1,700. We may need to renegotiate.
Okay.
No, it's worth every bit of it. And I've got ambition. I don't think that's unusual. But I think you can get into, there's so many time suckers out there, lots of distractions. And to know that I've got somebody that I have to be accountable to just keeps me on task. And that's, it's invaluable. So, I can't think that I would be here without that. You can have all the ambition in the world, but if you're distracted from the mission, you're not going to get there. So to know that, man, I'm behind this week, but I've got to show up next week for Clay, or here in 2 days, I got to get my life together, get back on calendar. Looking back, that's been instrumental in us getting to where we're at today.
Clay Stairs, I think we have time for one more question from you there, sir, for Doug. And again, for anybody out there, I did not date a woman by the name of Yarholar in high school. I just thought it was a great kind of tie-in there, but that off my chest. Back to you, Stairs.
Very good. Yeah. Okay. It's going to be a two-part question for you here, Doug. First of all, I think a lot of times people will think, I'm going to get a coach and then everything will be fine. But man, over the last 5 years, you have been through some big hurdles. And if you wouldn't mind to share some of the big hurdles that you've had to address,
sure,
while running the company and not just shutting down.
Yeah. I remember so vividly that February when we met, just because, I think every, and I say naive entrepreneur has that vision of what that looks like. And yeah, I think you were talking about time freedom and work-life balance. And there was kind of a realistic, well, if this is where you want to be, this is what you got to do. That spoke to me. And so hired Clay 1st of March, and it was maybe 45 days later, almost April 12th, 2018. My oldest daughter was diagnosed with leukemia, and really shut down our life. So this vision of having a team help and time freedom. I mean, we only had 6 weeks to start some systems and get the scoreboards, the to-do list going. But I mean, I really think that there's something spiritual to my story, and just really thankful. And it was kind of all the proof that I needed. And so that was, 5 years ago now. And so that's, overcoming that. I can't imagine, and it, it's, again, I think it's probably spiritually led that I was able to meet Clay and have these tools in place just to know, because that's at that point in time, work is not really important. And, but to have, I could be with my family and know that I've got tools to keep a business going. So,
and
anyways, you can get past that. You can get.
Yeah. And just really quickly, how's she doing now? And how is your time freedom now? How's your golf game? How's your time vacationing with family and with and stuff like that? Just talk a little bit about that.
It's great. It's great. We just won. Audra, my oldest daughter, she's awesome. She's just starting survivorship right now. So she was 7 when she was diagnosed. She's 12 now. She'll start heading to the Stevenson Center in Oklahoma City, and they call it survivorship. So she's doing awesome. Middle school golf game's great. Just whipped my friend's ass in a golf league. So
nice.
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah, that was a big step too. I remember talking to you going, dude, you got to go play golf now. Once a week, you got to go golf. And have you been doing any travel with family, your wife and stuff like that?
Yeah. Well, and just in our recent meetings and conversations, I've got this, and I kind of just wrote it down. It's just unrealized time freedom. It's just I kind of pick my head up. I got four small kids. So with work and children, it's hard to remember what I did yesterday. And I kind of looked it up, and I've been gone 3 weeks out of the last 6. Work, vacation, golf. We did the College World Series. And so that's kind of where I'm at now is we've built this organization and this great team that's really kind of supported me through this, and so it's kind of unrealized now. And so now I think moving forward, it's, well, how do I do this intentionally and kind of enjoy this time?
Yeah. Doug, you're looking like you smell terrific. I appreciate you. For folks out there that don't get a chance to experience this firsthand Zoom interview, he is looking like he smells terrific there, folks. I mean, it's effervescent, really. And that website is metalroofcontractorsok.com, metalroofcontractorsok.com. And again, folks, if you want to schedule a 13-point assessment with Clay Stairs, I'll put a link on the description of today's show so you can schedule a free consultation, and Clay Stairs can sit down with you and figure out how we can help you to scale and grow your business. Doug, have a great day, sir. We'll talk to you soon.
See you, Doug.
Awesome. Appreciate you guys. See you.
Bye.
The number of new customers that we've had is up 411% over last year. We are Jared and Jennifer Johnson. We own Platinum Pest and Lawn and are located in Owasso, Oklahoma. And we have been working with Thrive for business coaching for almost a year now.
Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to share some wins with you guys that we've had by working with Thrive. First of all, we're on the top page of Google now. Okay. I just want to let you know what type of accomplishment this is. Our competition, Orkin, Terminex, they're both $1.3 billion companies. They both have 2,000 to 3,000 pages of content attached to their website. So to basically go from virtually non-existent on Google to up on the top page is really saying something. But that's come by being diligent to the systems that Thrive has, by being consistent and diligent on doing podcasts and staying on top of those podcasts to really help with getting up on with their listing and ranking there with Google.
And also we've been trying to get Google reviews, asking our customers for reviews. And now we're the highest rated and most reviewed pest and lawn company in the Tulsa area. And that's really helped with our conversion rate. And the number of new customers that we've had is up 411% over last year.
Wait, say that again. How much are we up?
411%.
Okay, so 411% we're up with our new customers. Amazing.
Right. So not only do we have more customers calling in, we're able to close those deals at a much higher rate than we were before. Right now, our closing rate is about 85%, and that's largely due to First of all, like our Google reviews that we've gotten people really see that our customers are happy, but also we have a script that we follow. And so when customers call in, they get all the information that they need. That script has been refined time and time again. It wasn't a one and done deal. It was a system that we followed with Thrive in the refining process, and that has obviously the 411% shows that system works.
Yeah, so here's a big one for you. So last week alone, our booking percentage was 91%. We actually booked more deals, more new customers last year than we did the first 5 months, or I'm sorry, we booked more deals last week than we did the first 5 months of last year from before we worked with Thrive. So again, we booked more deals last week than the first 5 months of last year. And it's incredible. But the reason why we have that success by implementing the systems that Thrive has taught us and helped us out with. So.
Some of those systems that we've implemented are group interviews. That way we've really been able to come up with a really great team. We've created and implemented checklists. That way everything gets done and it gets done right. It creates accountability. We're able to make sure that everything gets done properly, both out in the field and also in our office. And also doing the podcast, like Jared had mentioned, that has really, really contributed to our success. But that, like I said, the diligence and consistency in doing those and that system has really, really been a big blessing in our lives. And also, it's really shown that we've gotten the success from following those systems.
Yeah. So before working with Thrive, we were basically stuck. Really no new growth with our business. And we were in a rut and we didn't know.
The last 3 years, our customer base had pretty much stayed the same. We weren't shrinking, but we weren't really growing either.
Yeah, and so we didn't really know where to go, what to do, how to get out of this rut that we're in. But Thrive helped us with that. They implemented those systems. They taught us those systems. They taught us the knowledge that we needed in order to succeed. Now it's been a grind. Absolutely, it's been a grind this last year. But we're getting those fruits from that hard work and the diligent effort that we're able to put into it. So again, we were in a rut. Thrive helped us get out of that rut. And if you're thinking about working with Thrive, quit thinking about it and just do it. Do the action, and you'll get the results. It will take hard work and discipline, but that's what it's going to take in order to really succeed. So we just want to give a big shout out to Thrive, a big thank you out there to Thrive. We wouldn't be where we're at now without their help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Morrow. I'm a pediatric dentist. Through our new digital marketing plan, we have seen a marked increase in the number of new patients that we're seeing every month, year over year. 1 month, for example, we went from 110 new patients the previous year to over 180 new patients in the same month. And overall, our average is running about 40 to 42% increase month over month, year over year. The group of people required to implement our new digital marketing plan is immense, starting with a business coach, videographers, photographers, web designers. Back when I graduated dental school in 1985, nobody advertised. The only marketing that was ethically allowed in everybody's eyes was mouth-to-mouth marketing. By choosing to use the services, you're choosing to use a proven turnkey marketing and coaching system that will grow your practice and get you the results that you're looking for. I went to the University of Oklahoma College of Dentistry, graduated in 1983, and then I did my pediatric dental residency at Baylor College of Dentistry from 1983 to 1985.
Hello, my name is Charles Kolaw with Kolaw Fitness. Today I want to tell you a little bit about Clay Clark and how I know Clay Clark. Clay Clark has been my business coach since 2017. He's helped us grow from 2 locations to now 6 locations. We're planning to do 7 locations in 7 years and then franchise. And Clay has done a great job of helping us navigate anything that has to do with like running the business, building the systems, the checklists, the workflows, the audits, how to navigate lease agreements, how to buy property, how to work with brokers and builders. This guy is just amazing. He's this kind of guy has worked in every single industry. He's written books with like Lee Cockrell, head of Disney, with the 40,000 cast members. He's friends with like Mike Lindell. He does Reawaken America tours where he does these tours all across the country where 10,000 or more people show up to some of these tours. On the day-to-day, he does anywhere from about 160 companies. He's at the top. He has a team of business coaches, videographers, and graphic designers and web developers, and they run 160 companies every single week. So think of this guy with a team of business coaches running 160 companies. So in the weekly, he's running 160 companies. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's doing Reawaken America tours. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's also doing business conferences where 200 people show up, and he teaches people a 13-step proven system that he's done and worked with billionaires, helping them grow their companies. I've seen guys from startups go from startup to being multimillionaires, teaching people how to get time freedom and financial freedom through the system. Critical thinking, document creation, putting it into organizing everything in their head to building into a franchisable, scalable business. Like one of his businesses has like 500 franchises. That's just one of the companies or brands that he works with. So amazing guy, Elon Musk kind of like smart guy. He kind of comes off sometimes as socially awkward, but he's so brilliant and he's taught me so much. When I say that, like Clay is like, he doesn't care what people think when you're talking to him. He cares about where you're going in your life and where he can get you to go. And that's what I like most about him. He's like a good coach. A coach isn't just making you feel good all the time. A coach is actually helping you get to the best you. And Clay has been an amazing business coach. Through the course of that, we became friends. I was really most impressed with him is when I was shadowing him one time. We went into a business deal and listened to it. I got to shadow and listen to it. And when we walked out, I knew that he could make millions on the deal. And they were super excited about working with him. And he told me, he's like, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to turn it down because he knew it was going to harm the common good of people in the long run. And the guy's integrity just really wowed me. It brought tears to my eyes to see that this guy, his highest desire was to do what's right. And anyways, just an amazing man. So anyways, impacted me a lot. He's helped navigate anytime I've got nervous or worried about how to run the company or, navigating competition and an economy that's like, I remember we got closed down for 3 months. He helped us navigate on how to stay open, how to get back open, how to just survive through all the COVID shutdowns, lockdowns, because our clubs were all closed for.
I'm Rachel with Tip Top Canine, and we just want to give a huge thank you to Clay and Vanessa Clark.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan with Tip Top Canine. Just want to say a big thank you to Thrive 15. Thank you to Make Your Life Epic. We love you guys, we appreciate you, and really just appreciate how far you've taken us. This is our old house, right? This is where we used to live a few years ago. This is our old neighborhood. See? It's nice, right? So this is my old van and our old school marketing, and this is our old team. And by team, I mean it's me and another guy.
This is our new house with our new neighborhood.
This is our new van with our new marketing, and this is our new team. We went from 4 to 14, and I took this beautiful photo. We worked with several different business coaches in the past, and they were all about helping Ryan sell better and just teaching sales, which is awesome, but Ryan is a really great salesman. So we didn't need that. We needed somebody to help us get everything that was in his head out into systems, into manuals and scripts, and actually build a team. So now that we have systems in place, we've gone from 1 to 10 locations in only a year.
In October 2016, we grossed 13 grand for the whole month. Right now it's 2018, the month of October. It's only the 22nd. We've already grossed a little over 50 grand for the whole month, and we still have time to go. We're just thankful for you, thankful for Thrive and your mentorship, and we're really thankful that you guys have helped us to grow a business that we run now instead of the business running us. Just thank you times 1,000.
The Thrivetime Show 2-day interactive business workshops are the highest and most reviewed business workshops on the planet.
You can learn the proven 13-point business systems that Dr. Zellner and I have used over and over to start and grow successful companies. I mean, we get into the specific steps on what you need to do to optimize your website. We're going to teach you how to fix your conversion rate. We're going to teach you how to do a social media marketing campaign that works. How do you raise capital? How do you get a small business loan? We teach you everything you need to know here during a 2-day, 15-hour workshop. It's all here for you. You work every day in your business, but for 2 days you can escape and work on your business and build these proven systems so now you can have a successful company that will produce both the time freedom and the financial freedom that you deserve. You're going to leave energized, motivated, but you're also going to leave empowered. The reason why I've built these workshops is because as an entrepreneur, I always wish that I had this. And because there wasn't anything like this, I would go to these motivational seminars, no money down, real estate, Ponzi scheme, get motivated seminars, and they would never teach me anything. It was like you went there and you paid for the big chocolate Easter bunny, but inside of it, it was a hollow nothingness. And I wanted the knowledge, and they're like, oh, but we'll teach you the knowledge after our next workshop. And the great thing is we have nothing to upsell. At every workshop, we teach you what you need to know. There's no one in the back of the room trying to sell you some next big get-rich-quick, walk-on-hot-coals product. It's literally, we teach you the brass tacks, the specific stuff that you need to know to learn how to start and grow a business. And I encourage you to not believe what I'm saying, and I want you to Google the Z66 auto auction. I want you to Google elephant in the room. Look at Robert Zellner and Associates. Look them up and say, are they successful because they're geniuses, or are they successful because they have a proven system? When you do that research, you will discover that the same systems that we use in our own business can be used in your business. Come to Tulsa, book a ticket, and I guarantee you it's going to be the best business workshop ever, and we'll even give you your money back if you don't love it. We've built this facility for you, and we're excited to see you.
Hey, I'm Ryan Wimpy with Tip Top Canine, and I'm the founder.
I'm Rachel Wimpy, and I am a co-founder.
So we've been running Tip Top for about the last 14 years, franchising for the last 3-4 years. So someone that'd be a good fit for Tip Top loves dogs, they're high energy, they want to be able to own their own job, but they don't want to worry about, that high failure rate. They want to do that like bowling with bumper lanes.
So you give us a call, reach out to us, and we'll call you, and then we'll send you an FDD, look over that, read it, fall asleep to it, it's very boring, and then we'll book a discovery day, and you come and you can spend a day or two with us to make sure that you actually like it, make sure your training dogs is something that you want to do.
So an FDD is a franchise disclosure document. It's a federally regulated document that goes into all the nitty-gritty details of what the franchise agreement entails.
So who would be a good fit to buy a Tip Top Canine would be somebody who loves dogs, who wants to work with dogs all day as their profession. You'll make a lot of money, you'll have a lot of fun, it's very rewarding. And who would not be a good fit is a cat person.
So the upfront cost for Tip Top is $43,000. And a lot of people say they're generating doctor money, but on our disclosure, the numbers are anywhere from over $1 million a year in dog training, what our Oklahoma City location did last year, to 25, 35 grand a month.
To train and get trained by us for Tip Top Canine, to run your own Tip Top Canine, you would be with us for 6 weeks here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So we've been married for 7 years.
8 years.
8 years. So if you're watching this video, you're like, hey, maybe I want to be a dog trainer. Hey, that one sounds super amazing. Go to our website, tiptopcanine.com, click on the yellow franchising tab, fill out the form, and Rachel and I will give you a call. Our Oklahoma City location last year, they did over $1 million. He's been running that shop for 3 years. Before, he was a youth pastor with 0 sales experience, 0 dog training experience before he ever met with us.
So just call us, come spend a day with us, spend a couple days with us, make sure you like training dogs, and own your own business.
Well, the biggest reason to buy a Tip Top Canine is so you own your own job and you own your own future, and you don't hate your life. You get an enjoyable job that brings a lot of income, but is really rewarding.
My name is Seth Flint, and I had originally heard about Tip Top Canine through my old pastors who I worked for. They trained their Great Pyrenees with Ryan and Tip Top Canine. They did a phenomenal job and became really good friends with Ryan and Rachel. I was working at a local church, and it was a great experience. I ended up leaving there and working with Ryan and Tip Top Canine. The biggest thing that I really enjoy about being self-employed is that I can create my own schedule. I have the ability to spend more time with my family, my wife and my daughter. So my very favorite thing about training dogs with Tip Top Canine is that I get to work with the people. Obviously, I love working with dogs, but it's just so rewarding to be able to train a dog that had serious issues, whether it's behavioral or whatever, and seeing a transformation, taking that dog home, and mom and dad are literally in tears because of how happy they are with the training. If somebody is interested, I'd say don't hesitate. Make sure you like dogs. Make sure that you enjoy working with people, because we're not just dog trainers. We are customer service people that help dogs, and so definitely don't hesitate. Just come in and ask questions. Ask all the questions you have.